All right, all right. It is Thursday, May the 6th. We have 1 week left before exams. So it's crunch time. So tomorrow and next week, be ready to rock and roll when it comes to trying to close out with a little bit of new information and then some review before your exam. So today we actually did a Kahoot because we started a brand new objective, 3.03, a customer service mindset. And pretty much if you did that Kahoot and you tried, then you got a 100. If you didn't try, then you got whatever grade you got. If you missed it, then you have a 0, and then you can actually make that up. Just email me. So for today, we actually started a brand new objective 3.04. Sorry about the phone call. Okay, so after our Kahoot for a customer service mindset, and the only reason I did a Kahoot for that is because the material was very easy. I mean, everybody in the class made at least like a B if they tried. I mean, it was actually, pretty easy material. So we just decided just to skip over objective 3.3 because, it would be common sense for your final exam. Now, 3.04, I wanted to cover this because a lot of you guys are not familiar with business policies. So a policy at a business, these are just rules that people follow, whether it's an employee or whether it's a customer. So one of the policies here at school would be exam exemption for teacher-made exams. If you've missed less than 3 days and you got an A average in the class, you can be exempt from teacher-made exams. We've got a dress code policy. We've got a no smoking cigarettes on campus policy, of course, for the staff. Okay, so there's a lot of different policies that different organizations have. And they're going to be different depending on what the type of business or organization is. So that's what we're looking at. So company policies. So we're going to look at the actual policies themselves and guidelines for actually writing a policy. All right, so policies, remember, they're just general rules for employees and customers to follow. So the yeses and the nos. They are created by either the owner or if it's like a hospital, they've got a board, so they'll update policies. Like there's been a lot of new policies that have been brought about because of COVID-19, visiting times, number of people able to visit in a room at a time. Okay, so business policies change and are updated all the time. You also have to remember that some of these policies are by the law. So some of these policies, if you break them, you can be arrested, you can lose your job. So they can be pretty serious. For example, in healthcare, if you're a healthcare worker, you can actually break what's called HIPAA laws or HIPAA violations. If a patient comes into the hospital, of course, you're going to get to know that patient. You get to know that patient's name, their history, their medical conditions. If you share that information with a friend and that gets out, that you shared private information about your patient, you will lose your job and probably face a lawsuit for sharing that private information. So you've got to make sure that you're following those policies, especially the ones that are down to people's privacy. All right, so stuff in your handbook. Of course, you've got parking policies, uniform policies, which is the way you dress, discrimination policies, and then like no smoking and illegal substances policies. So things that actually influence or cause a business to create certain policies a certain way. The first one is just, what does the business do? The business's character. Like the nature of a hospital environment is completely different than the environment at Taco Bell. So they're going to design their policies different, just like a school. The policies for a school are going to be different than the policies at the bank. your image to the general public. Your policies are going to reflect how you want the public to see your organization or your business. Like a school. You can't come to school dressed like you want to. Short shirts, tank tops, tube tops. But you can walk into a fast food restaurant pretty much like you want to. As long as you've got your shirt and your shoes, they'll serve you. But it's all about how the business wants to be perceived by the community. And then, of course, your goals. And then that's where we stopped. So make sure you go into Canvas, do your exit ticket. We'll continue with policies tomorrow. And I will see ya.